All right, so we all could look in our closet and see an array of pumps in like a black and a tan and maybe a navy. But you've never seen a pump like this. This is a marriage between a pump and a Mary Jane with a sculptural block heel, so you're gonna feel sure-footed and comfortable all day long, whether that is in an office or it's on a date night. They are called the Amara. They're $160. They ship for free, and they come home for $53.33 on your 3 Easy Pays. Now, if you want to go ahead and use your Q card, you can get anything home on 5 Easy Pays, and if you don't have a Q card, get one on QVC.com. Super easy. Once you apply and are approved, $60 in your account. So these were just introduced a few days ago. It's A640963. This color, look at the shape of that toe. This color is called Brandy, so think sort of that like saddle tan color. Then below, are you ready for There's No Place Like Home? This is called Scarlet. Look at this gorgeous red Mary Jane pump. We do also have it for you in a black. Here's your black. I like that the heel of the black is black also. And then one more color, I believe, on QVC.com, which is called Cream. Beautiful. Okay, Christy, let's talk about a Mary Jane pump marriage made in heaven.
This is the ultimate hybrid, I have to say. It was one of my favorite styles. It is done, like, if you know Miz Mooz, the brand, we do vintage like nobody else. We take vintage classics, modernize them, and make them very approachable and wearable. And to me, this Mary Jane is exactly that. The style kind of gives a little bit 1940s, but what we've also done is we've kind of given a little bit of a Western inspiration with the heel. You have that really kind of angled heel that you see oftentimes in like a Western style boot. So it's a combination of the two that just makes it so, so cool. But when I say if you are someone that likes to get height, loves a pump, this is the shoe for you because it literally bends in half. This is such a flexible, movable, rubberized outsole. Think about that as you're walking in this. This is going to just move with you, combined with an incredibly padded footbed. Your fingers, I mean, you can see us, or your toes are going to be doing it, but for us, we're sampling with our hands, so you can see our fingers just sink right into that material. Doesn't that feel
It feels so good. There's something about a Miz Mooz shoe, whether it's a flat shoe, a sports sandal, a pump, a boot. The comfort level is the same. You can walk all day, and that is really the ethos behind what Miz Mooz does.
That's exactly right. I mean, the funny part is we're not historic, like we're not a comfort brand, so to speak.
No.
We are a fashion brand through and through. However, because of the materials that we use, these are carefully sourced leathers out of Europe, just top-notch designed materials that are combined together that create this really comfortable experience. So it's just pure luck when you get it out of the box and you have this style that works, that you're able to keep in your footwear wardrobe, that it feels great, so you have this infinite wearability where you can wear it all day long. But really, and it's made of these materials that are just incredible to have. One thing that I do want to point out, the first time I wore Amara, which I loved, was I set my buckle to where I wanted it, and then I was able to slide the pump on and off without undoing the buckle. Yes, great goring there too. Think about that flexibility with where you're walking around, you're wearing this all day, you're gonna have the shoe moving right along with you.
I love the idea of this with like a pair of like opaque tights and maybe a skirt and a fitted blazer. Like, it's a really cool way to do office chic with a touch of vintage. I'm gonna take everyone through the colors, starting off with the Brandy that we have here. So very classic here in the Brandy. This is the most popular. Down below, Dorothy Gale. This is going to be your Scarlet. We also, Scarlet is pretty limited, by the way. Not a lot of any of these to go around. This is your black. So if you have that basic black pump that we've been wearing for decades and decades, maybe give it a little refresh with a pump like this. And then we also have it in a cream, which is the most limited. There you take a look at that cream. $53.33. Those are 3 easy pays. Unless you go ahead and use that Q card, then you get 5 easy pays. We just introduced this a couple days ago, and not a lot of these to go around. It's a very like feminine, updated way to do a Mary Jane. And if you're flipping through those glossy magazines like I do all the time, there's a lot of Mary Jane styles out there that are on trend. This is something unlike anything else. It's just done in the Miz Mooz way. Even though it doesn't have the ruching that sometimes we see on Miz Mooz, there's something, it's the heel, that sculptural heel. There's always like that giveaway moment. You're like, oh, you're wearing a Miz Mooz shoe. I see you. I see you.
I completely agree. It's like the shape of the vamp that you get. You feel that vintage vibe that we just do so beautifully. Also, one of the things too, I think that is worth noting is the way that our designers, when we look at a colorway of a pair of shoes, the heel even is colored back to match with the style. So not every color in this collection has the same colored heel.
Oh.
So if you're going with the black option, you're getting a completely tonal black on black.
Here's the black.
The cream and the scarlet have a little bit lighter of a tone than the brandy does. And these are just the finer details that when we talk about investment pieces with leather, this is what Miz Mooz does. They think about top to bottom. What is the experience that you're getting with the shoe?
Can we talk sizing again on this? Just because
Sure.
I know it's European sizes. Sometimes people are just tuning in and tuning out. They're seeing the shoe and they're like, oh, I could put that in my life and I could do that instantly.
Amara is very true to size. You just have to go down the left-hand side of our chart and go to the right to find your European size. And if you've never tried European sizing, there's a lot of generosity with it. All you have to do is, if you'll see where we have a little bit of an overlap with the 9 and the 9.5. And what we tend to recommend is that if you are on the shorter or maybe on the narrower side of the 9, stick with the 39. Maybe if you're a little longer, a little wider on the 9, go on up to the 40, and you can do the same with the 9.5.
All right. So colors one more time. This is yours. Is it Brandy? Yes, this is Brandy. Here's your scarlet. Oh, I've said it a million times, but every woman needs a good red handbag and a good red pair of shoes. This is really cool. Very popular in our show, most popular in our show now. It's taking the lead over the Brandy is the black. And then most limited, I think still maybe, is the cream. It's $53.33 on 3 easy pays. It is new just a couple days ago. It's A640963. Okay, so you know